Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft for Mortals. This is episode 29, and we've got a few things to go over this episode, but first, I have a problem. I have a big problem. And no, I'm not talking about that witch over there. My problem is over this way, with the iron farm. We built this, I think it was probably week 1 or somewhere really early in the series because I needed iron for the storage system, and built a really super efficient version. And as you can see, this is super efficient. This was completely filled up and backed up 2 days ago. I had to completely empty it out, and I've been converting them all into blocks. As you can see, I have just about filled up this bank of storage, of overflow storage, with blocks. I only have 3 and partial chests left, and this thing is already halfway full again. I don't know what I'm going to do. What do I do with all this iron? What do I do? I need to build, I guess, some sort of silo system out here. But honestly, I have more iron blocks than any other block in Minecraft at this point. I'm going to just start building all my buildings out of iron. I don't know what to do with this. So leave your suggestions down in the comments. Help me out with this, because this thing is just a monster. It is churning out iron like you wouldn't believe. And then you come over here, and oh my word, look at this. This is a new problem as well. Something I hadn't even considered when they removed the work requirement for iron golem spawning is that each of these people in my little impromptu villager breeder section here is going to spawn an iron golem because they don't have houses. I didn't build them houses. They're outside, and there's zombies outside, and they all spawn iron golems, and it is just crawling with iron golems. I guess I could just leave them. I mean, they're going to keep them safe and everything, but this is a mess. This is an absolute mess. What am I going to do with this? What am I going to do about this? Again, I need your help. I don't even know where to begin. Do I just ignore it, pretend it didn't happen? Or do I try to clean this up somehow? I need to know what you guys suggest I do here. But those messes aside, another thing I need to do today, because we've been doing a lot of stuff in the Nether and focusing on the Nether and that sort of thing, but I've got some stuff that needs to be taken care of. I have some projects that have been lagging, that have been begging to happen since day 1. As you can see, I have removed the farm and the old farmhouse. RIP farmhouse. Let's see some F's down in the comments for the farmhouse. It had to go. Tore it down. It was a sad day. But now we have room, and it looks a little bit more open out here. But this is an issue. I need a barn for the cows, and I need a wool farm for the sheep, because as I was making all the carpets and stuff for that thing over there, it became extremely obvious that a wool farm is definitely needed. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. So, aside from the fact that I'm now homeless, I need to get this barn going. And I have plotted out a spot right over here. I think it's going to be a good spot because we can build a path coming from there, kind of along through here. And then we could also have it Y out over that way as we do more buildings and farms and stuff like that way. So this would be a good starting point for this pathway to kind of start. And then we can begin making this a big cohesive environment and turning it into our fantasy elven whatever thing that we're doing here. Alright, so here's the barn. And my plan is, one side's going to be cows, the other side's going to be a wool farm. And then we'll have a walkway down the middle. And it comes to about here. So it's not too terribly big, but it's also not very small. And I think I as you can see, Endermen over here have just completely obliterated this environment. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I'm finding Enderman droppings inside of all of my buildings. There's just blocks of grass and dirt, like they're just. I've started calling it Enderman poop. I mean, there's no other way to put it. I mean, it's everywhere they go, they just leave these little blocks of dirt and grass, and it's getting ridiculous. But anyway, I think if we can start getting some more buildings built up around here and some better lighting and some more, just more established, that'll help calm down the Enderman spawning, which will help to calm that down. I think. I don't know. I'm just kind of winging it at this point. But something has to happen. This is getting ridiculous. So, that grass layer right there, I think is probably going to be floor level. So I'm going to build that out, and then we can just kind of bring the terrain down. Instead of trying to level that out to there, I'm just going to bring this out to here, and then we can kind of terraform it down into like a little path valley kind of thing. So that's what I'm going to get started on. I'm going to get this site prepped, get some supplies together and everything, and then we can start building this up and hopefully get this barn and farm finished up this episode. I don't want to stretch this out any longer than it has to be because I do want to get out to the Nether and start getting some piglin bartering stuff going on, work on our Nether hub and that sort of thing. But these things there are things that need to be addressed. Sometimes in life you just gotta do the boring stuff or the stuff that you need to be done before you do the stuff you want to be done. So I think this is going to be great. I'm looking forward to having a barn and a place to actually keep everything in one spot. Now I don't have to listen to the cows and the sheep all the time. So with that, I'm going to get the ground prepped, and we'll be back when we get some supplies together. Just growing trees. Yep, needs some birch. Needs some birch trees, growing trees. Yep, so I've been growing some birch trees. Don't need this many, but my chest was completely empty. I realized I have not harvested any birch this whole series. So I figured, while I'm over here standing at the machine, might as well grow a brick of them and chop these up. But I'm going to use some stripped birch in the design over there, so I thought I'd give this thing a workout. And so far, it's working pretty good. It's just kind of sitting here, holding down the button, letting this thing go. Been doing a little bit of work. I'm just kind of testing out pallets here. Yeah. Kind of like that. And that, no, I don't like that. I think it's a toss-up between this one and this one. Let's see what it looks like from a distance. I think I like that one. I like the light background with the warped fences on it better than the warped wood in the back, because I think that makes it a little bit too dark. So yeah, I like that. I think we're going to go with that. Leave the dark oak inside the window itself. I think that adds a nice little contrast. But this is kind of the basic structure, I think, for it. Of course, you're going to come in here, and there's going to be sheep on that side, cows on this side. Might even have some pigs in here. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. There'll be a loft area up top, and we're going to do a fancy pointed roof on this thing. But, yeah, I'm going to keep working on this and see where it takes me. Kind of going, just making it up as I go, which is pretty much how I work 90% of the time. So I'm going to keep going on this. I'm going to switch everything over to that and just keep wrapping it all the way around the sides. And then, yeah, I'll figure out what I'm going to do with the roof. All right, be right back. Now, I'm not really sure how I feel about this, but I'm going to roll with it anyway and see how it works out. One thing's for sure, I'm not sure if I have enough wood. I just might need to get some more wood. That's going to be a big roof. You know, there are a few things in Minecraft that I dislike building more than roofs. I just can't think of any right at the moment. I'm not even halfway through the halfway through. Oh, this is going to take a while. And yeah, that's not bad. I like it better now that it's all on there. It doesn't look quite as odd, though it does need something to kind of break that up. So now I'm do some like those air vent, guess they're called dormers. Is that what they're called? I don't know. There's little like mini little windows along the top of a roof to let the hot air out. I think that'll break it up nicely and kind of fit in with the build. There's more Enderman poop in there. These things are a menace, an absolute menace. Well, I'm going to get the rest of this finished up. I'm going to get the building finished up. The front and the back of the areas up here are just going to be kind of a little bit more of the same of those things, just so they can match and blend in. And then I want to get started on the wool farm that goes inside of this. So, yep, off to doing more roofs. Alright, and the building is done. I think those turned out really nice, and it broke it up just right, just enough to kind of make the roof not quite all as homogeneous as it was. It kind of has some interest and some depth to it now. And as we come into here, take a look. See, I got my lofts all set up. Some ladders going up here, and I've already started kind of filling them. I'm going to just kind of fill this front edge here with some hay bales and some barrels and some various other things that you would need inside of a barn with all your cows and whatnot. So that's going to be done. I've just started. Haven't quite filled it all the way up yet, but it will be. Now the next thing I need to do is turn this into a proper barn floor. So I've just been going around putting in some path blocks, and then I'm also going to mix in some podzol, some coarse dirt, some stripped dark oak logs, and some lights hidden with trap doors around here, and turn this into a big trodden mucky barn floor. And then once that's done, I'll do the same here, make a little pathway through the middle. And I'm not going to touch this side yet because I need to build the sheep farm over here, and then I'll decorate around it. So that's what I'm doing now. I got to get rid of these torches. These torches are driving me nuts. And yeah, there's a lot of lanterns in here, but as you saw, I have tons of iron, so it's either torch spam or lantern spam, and I would much rather have lantern spam. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely need to get some lighting in here. That is for sure. And the thing with path blocks and lighting is you can't put a path block next to your hidden lighting because you're going to see it, and then it's going to be ugly. So I didn't mean to dig that deep, but I just didn't want to do too deep. So I can put the light there, and then I can stick the trapdoor flush with the floor so it's not all bumpy. See? That looks nice. And I'll probably dig it out around it with my detailer. I don't want any grass in here. Alright, now what we're going to do, throw some hay on the floor. Here we go. I don't want these sitting sideways because that'll look funny. But at least I think it would look funny. You guys may have a different opinion of it. Definitely some podzol here. Maybe another patch of hay sitting on the floor. Throw in some dark oak logs, because when you strip these, they kind of look like mud. Boom. Yeah, like a little muddy patch in the floor. So I'm just going to kind of spread these around and make things kind of interesting over here. Boom and boom. What we got going on over here? So we can do another hay bale. I guess. And then some podzol. Yeah, it's looking pretty barny. Pretty barn-like. Strip some more of that. It's pretty much what I'm going to be doing with my life for the next few hours as airplanes fly over my head. I live near a Navy base. So I got stationed here when I was in the Navy. I just kind of stuck around when I got out. So occasionally you will hear airplanes flying over the distance, and there's really nothing I can do about it. So if you're hearing that, I don't know if you guys can actually hear that on the video, but I can. So let's put some lights in here. Where do my trapdoors go? I need a bigger hotbar. Any of you guys play World of Warcraft? You remember in World of Warcraft you can change up your hotbar? Like you can have different hotbars saved with different configurations of your weapons and stuff. I really wish they would implement that in Minecraft. So you could have like a building hotbar saved and another one that you just hit like the hotkey and it swaps it to that hotbar as long as you have those items in your inventory. I think that would be awesome. Because inventory management is something that is very, very, very much needed in this game right now. I might swap some of this out for coarse dirt. Put coarse dirt there. I forgot I had that in there. There we go. Maybe one over here somewhere. There we go. Alright. And then underneath the fence, probably should have waited to do this till after I had the floor done to put the fence up, but I was kind of getting excited. I wanted to see how it looked with the fence there. You can't put a path block underneath there though. The game will now allow it. So we can put a light right there at the entrance. It's dark out. I hope I don't get surprised by any creepers. The last thing I want is for this thing to get blown up before I've even finished it. It does happen often though. So we're probably not going to get to the sheep farm in this episode, but I do want to get some of this floor done. We've got the building done, and I think that's quite a bit of progress. I mean, this is taking me about 3 days to record. I haven't been on it, like working on it for 3 days, but had some stuff come up here and there. Just kept me kind of a little bit busy, a little bit distracted. So I've been trying to get this finished up and out to you guys, because I know it's been a few days between episodes, and that's not something that normally happens around here, but I think that's looking pretty good. We get some cows in here, and they'll wander around. It's looking very cow pen-like. Put some more. Put a bit of a patch of path blocks here. Some coarse dirt or something right here. There we go. So you guys get the picture. This is kind of the process. You just kind of work your way down the line here, and then I can get my cows in here. And this is going to fit a ton of cows, which is great because beef is my main source of food. So come in here, fill this up to capacity by breeding, which kind of starts out slow, but once you get a good number of cows bred, each time you breed them, I mean, it's exponential. So it fills up quick once you get going. and you just come in here and stand in the corner and start slaughtering, and before you know it, you got like 5 or 6 stacks of beef and leather and stuff, which is really, really cool, especially with looting on your sword, which I do. So, I think this is probably going to do it. I appreciate you guys watching, and hopefully by the next episode we'll be getting started on our sheep farm and get some wool stocked up and everything. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, leave a like. If you have any questions or you have anything to say, leave a comment. And if this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe so you can see more. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.